Welcome everyone, Rabid here, and today I'm going to be sending some Raptoreum over to the smart nodes and show you exactly how it is done. How much I'm sending yet? I'm probably about 353,364 Raptoreum. I'm going to send this, see if it makes it there, and see exactly what our returns are later on in the week. For this process that I am going to be showing you, I'm going to be using iNodes, and I believe they're the original nodes for Raptoreum. There's a couple other ones coming up, but these guys are like the OGs, and they have a lot of interesting stuff coming up for their nodes, including an app which we'll look at later, but it's almost game changing, so I'm really excited for that. Just going to take a little look here on their website. So it's affordable. It says a 6% fee is taken from earned RTM rewards to cover VPS fees. You pay nothing up front. Now what this means is 6% is coming off your rewards that you get back off staking it here. Not the reward, or not your collateral that you actually put into it. It's only on the stuff you get back. So you're not losing anything up front at all. Next up, rewards are earned by smart nodes, are paid weekly on Sundays at 1600 UTC. So you are paid weekly based on how much you put in. We'll look at the percentages here in a second here. And every smart node collateral and reward transaction is stored on the RTM blockchain. So anything that does happen, whether your rewards, other people's rewards, transfers, everything is on the blockchain, and you can easily look it up to see where things are moving. Here's their actual stats of what you will get back and everything. So here's daily 0.17%, so under 1%. That is per day. And weekly, you get 1.2%, monthly is 5.14%, and yearly is 62.57%. Now, pretty much it works out to be 17.17% per day. So if you just times this by 7, that works out to your 1.2. And if you times it by 31, you get your 5.4. And if you times your daily by your yearly of 365, you'll come out with your 61.57%. So these all add up the way it's supposed to be. So based on what I am going to be sending here, which we looked at 353,364, I should be getting back, according to this calculator, 4,487 RTM per week. So that's actually not too bad if that's how it works out. And that 6% fee will be coming out of this number weekly. So keep that in mind. That comes out of your profits that you will be getting back weekly. Every so often, each node does have a collateral increase. And by collateral, that is the amount that's sent to it. So I believe it was the last collateral. It first started at 800,000, I believe it was. So 800,000. And recently it just went to 1 million. And here you can see November 3rd, which is 25,275 blocks. It will be increased to 1.25 million RTM per node. Now, this does not affect anybody putting your Raptoreum into this node. This is more for iNodes when they start to increase it. So what happens here is each node actually gets bigger, and it decreases the total nodes on the network and leaves room for more nodes, because there is only an X amount of nodes that can be on active at one time. So every time this does happen, the nodes get bigger and stronger, and it decreases the amount to increase for more bigger nodes. So that's what keeps happening throughout this process. So the backup node does temporarily keep on getting stronger, bigger and bigger. And it's like a backup chain over mining. So if the say the network does hit a 51% attack on some pool, or something goes on crazy somewhere else, these nodes can actually back that up and prevent that attack from happening. So it's pretty interesting how this whole blockchain does work together, and it's nice fast track, and a lot of people are seeing some nice interest in it. All right, so now we're going to look in the process of actually sending your RTM coins over to the smart node to get your rewards. Now, you're going to need a minimum of, number one here, 10,000 RTM. So you have to have at least 10,000 in order to send it. Now, I was talking to them, and they said this will be dropping down to 5,000, and then eventually 1,000, because as the difficulty and price does come up in the future, it'll be harder to get those coins. So they will drop their minimum requirements. And when the app comes out, which we'll talk about again, you can literally start mining to the app, which will auto load for you. So you can bypass this whole process later on in the future. Second is you do need a Discord username and ID, and this is the link to the main Raptoreum Discord. Again, I will have a link to their main website so you can get to all this stuff in the description below. And then you need an RTM address to receive your rewards. So I'm going to be sending it here, and I'm actually going to be receiving the rewards in a Zelcore wallet. That way I can actually monitor my rewards I'm getting back in a separate wallet. And again, they have another quick sum up here of how it actually does work. So you send collateral, which is your RTM, to the onboard address where it joins the other RTM holders. Smartnode is deployed using the combined shared collateral funds from the users. It is locked in the Smartnodes until the next rebalancing period, which is Monday at the end of the month. So every month at the end, if you do want to pull your RTM back out, you can do this at the end of every month. So it's not locked in for years at a time or anything. It is monthly. Smartnodes rewards are paid to users weekly. Sundays, it does say 12 Eastern. So it's a little different time frame here. So 12 Eastern for me, this would be 10 Mountain Time for me. In shares equal to their collateral contribution percentage minus the hosting fee, which is the 6%. And users may withdraw collateral at the end of any month to end their participation in the smart nodes. Okay, so here's the step where you actually do send it. Here's the address you do got to send it to. So you send RTM to the current iNodes onboarding address. So you just copy this like so, right click, copy. I already did it. It is in here. And you always want to confirm you have the right address. So I always look at the first four and the last four. So RTAF, and here you can see RTAF. And then you got WUFD, WUFD. So that is all correct. Next up, we're going to look at our transaction fee. I'm going to hit choose here. I'm going to use the recommended. It is fairly cheap, but here's where it says per kilobyte. Now, this is what I mean kind of when you want larger, slower, larger payments when you are mining, because a whole bunch of small transaction equals a bigger size of the block and everything. And you could end up paying more rewards and whatnot later on for large transactions. So it's going to be interesting to see what I actually end up paying here transaction fee wise when I do send all of this to the node. I'm going to make a label for this. I'm just going to call it Smart Node. That way I know it just makes a label for your actual wallet book. And how much am I going to send? I'm going to say 353,000. That way it's a nice even number and we can kind of get an idea of what my transaction fee ended up being. So I'm going to go 353,000 RTM, subtract fee from amount. Not sure what that point means, but I imagine it'll just take it from everything. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it actually ends up there. Everything is all set. Double confirm your address. You always want to make sure you double, triple, quadruple confirm. You don't want to mess anything up. So again, RTAF, RTAF, WUFD, WUFD. Looks good. I am now going to hit the send button and it is gone. Sending, blah, blah. Is added to the transaction fee. So not too much. That is pretty cheap, but we'll see if that's what it actually plays out to be. So 353,000 plus that. So I guess it's going to take a little bit out of what we had banked that we did not send, but hey, I guess it'll work. So hit yes. We're off to the races. It is sent. Raptoreum sent transaction. So here it does say 6 blocks. So a 12-minute confirmation will be there. Next up on our list, I got to check here. We do have to save and copy your transaction ID. In order to that, I just quickly click on transactions here. Here we can see we sent it to Smartnode. That's why we put Smartnode in there, because we can see where it is going. 353,000 point, and then our fee right there. So it is pretty cheap to send this right now anyway. Who knows what could happen in the future. I'm going to right click that, and here is copy transaction ID. So boom, our transaction ID is now copied. And the next step here says fill out the next section of this form. So you just scroll down, hit the next button, and it will bring you up to this. Now this is where we will be release of liability. It just pretty much goes through if you put your Raptoreum into here and you did it at 1 cent and the price drops to 5 or drops, that would be going up to 5 cents, but it drops to like half a cent or 0.04 of a cent, whatever. The price drops, they are not liable of you losing your money because again, you can't pull it out until at the end of the month each time. So it's just a basic agree and you're good to go, or you can disagree and you probably won't be able to do it, but we already sent our Raptoreum. So obviously we are agreeing to this. Next, we need our Discord name. So I'm going to be putting in Rabid Mining because we all know that is my Discord name. So we also now need our Discord ID. Now you're going to have to go into Discord, go into your user settings and go into developer mode and copy your ID. I'll show you what I mean. Click here, find me saying something. So right here, right click, there's no copy here. So I actually have to go into my settings. We'll go down to advanced here, and here you can see developer mode and hit the button. Now, if I click on my name, you need to click on anything you talk and ID will pop up. So copy ID, we'll click on that. Now we'll go into here, Control V, and that is my Discord ID. I'm probably going to blur that out because I don't know how important that is for people, and the amount of RTM that we did send. So I'm going to put in, what was our number now? I have to look back and see. 352,000, I think it was, but I got to confirm that. It was 353,000. So that is confirmed now, 353. I just went into my wallet here. 353,000 RTM sent to the node. Now we need the tax hash from collateral sent to the onboard address. So right click the transaction in your wallet, copy transaction ID, which is what we did earlier, but because I copied that other stuff, I am going to have to do it again. So copy transaction ID, minus that out. My answer is that. There is my ID. Now rewards payout address. This is where I'm going to use my Zelcore wallet. So I'm going to go into Zelcore. I'm going to find Raptoreum. I'm going to hit receive, and I'm going to get my address right here. Copy address should pop up. All right, we click the copy, and that way I get all my rewards. So that is the small percentage per day based on this. Going to my Zelcore wallet, that way I can track and it's not mixed up with my normal core wallet that I am mining to. So I'm just going to hit that there. Make sure everything does line up right again. So RHGR, open it up, RHGR, and then we have HXNF. So HXNF, HXNF, all good. Now we're going to hit submit. And that should be it. Now, RTM shared Smartnode onboarding. Your submission has been recorded. Please talk to the shared node providers. I have them in my Discord so I can easily message them. And these are all my IDs that I need. So I am all done loading up into the Smartnode. So it does tell you, like I said, to talk to the shared nodes provider, VBN6up. So I just messaged him, and right here you can see he got it. Onboarding right there, 353,000. So everything is all set. He's setting me all the stuff that goes along with it. So the transaction is confirmed. It's going through, and everything so far is looking all good. Now that we have everything there, let's talk about the app that is coming soon. Here you can see a tweet from them. iNodes is pleased to show a sneak peek of our closed beta starting this week. Stay tuned. The iNodes app is coming for web, desktop, iOS, and Android very soon. So what I kind of gather out of this is you can see everything you have staked. You can see your rewards coming back, how it's working in there, as well as other things on the blockchain, the price. You do got to log in with a Discord login, as you can see right there. But the main thing about this later on in the future is it's going to give you an onboarding address within the app. And that address you can actually use to mine to. So you swap out all your normal core wallet addresses if you want to go to the nodes, and you put in your onboarding address, and you'll be mining your coins, getting paid to the app, which will automatically be going into the nodes. So you're pretty much mining to the nodes as you go. So that is pretty sweet. No third party and nothing in between. You don't have to do anything else. You pretty much just mine, and it goes right in there, and you just keep building up rewards the more and more that you do get in there. And then eventually, again, like I said, you do get weekly payments, and at the end of the month you can pull everything out if you choose. But why would you do that? You gotta wait to what? You know, how high do you think this coin is going to get? $10, $15, $20? Remember, middle of next year, smart contracts and whatnot is going to be added to this coin. This coin's about 3 years old right now. So there's a lot of potential coming into the future. So this is a nice 2 or 3, possibly 4-year hold. But at that point, who knows what could happen, and we could be making a lot of money off Raptoreum. They have a great network, a lot of interesting things coming. I'm not sure of any other coins that are actually doing this specific thing where you can literally like mine to the node. Usually, you know, you gotta change the address, you gotta stake it within another app or something, you know, other things that require extra stuff to do. So mining straight to the node in order to stake is a really nice feature. All right, guys, so if you were looking at how to actually stake your Raptoreum coins by putting them to a node, this should have showed you how. If you have any questions, again, ask me in the Discord. Link is in the description. Ask me in the comment section below. Please hit that subscribe button, like button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Rabid out. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you haven't, please comment, subscribe, and like this video, as well as check out one of these other videos if you have not seen it yet. I do try to stream every Saturday and Sunday, so stay tuned for more future content.